Jason, real quick, maybe I just glanced over this in my own brain because there's been so much going on with the Packers this preseason. Is the expectation Jordan Love's going to play at all this preseason, or are they going to stash him away now that he's the highest paid player in NFL history?
Yeah, really good question, because we've been trying to ask it too. I think the way LaFleur answered it, he said that the coaches have talked and they believe everyone should play, and here comes the key phrase, at some point.
Huh.
That leaves the door open for Love to play, let's say, play against the Ravens in the final preseason game at Lambeau. I don't know what the plan is, but clearly they did play. They obviously had to play him last year, and I would still argue that he will benefit from some snaps. But you're right, the risk is obviously is what we worry about, and I am of the Ted Thompson school. I'd rather bubble wrap guys, but I still get a kick out of the fact. I was talking about this with Bulaga yesterday because he was in this game. They played in Winnipeg a few years ago, and the field was just trash. And they held out 33 guys from the game, including Rodgers and Aaron Jones, et cetera. But they basically, the other 60 guys, the message was, well, we don't care if you guys get hurt. So go on out there. So, and they kind of did that with family night with the one live period that they did. I even asked LaFleur, how did you decide? Well, those were guys we need to take a longer look at. Yeah, no, those were guys that if they tore an MCL, you're like, oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry about that, but you're not the most important guy on our team. So I think it's going to be a lot of, and he kind of hinted at it too, it's going to be a lot of those same guys that were taking part in the live period on Saturday that are going to be playing this Saturday.
Well, to be fair, Jason, there was a hole in the middle of the end zone in that game in Winnipeg from the CFL goalpost, so that made things a little more difficult.
But those other guys still had to play on it.
It's true. Don't worry about those ankles when you fall into that 3-foot hole in the middle of the end zone.
I was there.
Some would argue you still are.
Yeah.